Daily Caller had this. It is the Brady Campaign strikes again, really. What these guys decided to do is criticize the states in which guns were easier to get for legal people, legally, and cast themselves as criminals. This video, that people are cast as criminals, talking about legal ways to get guns for their illegal activities, as though this was what criminals did. They would shop for the best legal means to buy handguns. I don't get that at all. Criminals seem to be, afraid of certain states that have strict gun laws. I recommend people see the whole thing, but JD's got a segment of it that you have to see.
Our traffickers top 10.
Nevada! What happens in Vegas may have to stay in Vegas, but your guns don't. Bring them over to California and sell them.
The market up there is hungry for guns.
Are you serious? Oh, it's crazy. This is what
What did I just watch?
Oh, you have to see the whole thing. We didn't want to play the whole thing because of YouTube issues with that, but the whole thing is at the Daily Caller. It is insane.
So this is the Brady Campaign. They're trying to make us understand that guns can be transported across state lines, is that it?
Well, yeah, they took this top 10 states that it's easy to get guns, and they contrast that with 10 states where it's hard to get guns. What they don't do is talk about the crime statistics in each of those states. They don't talk about, how many gun murders there are in those states, and the Daily Caller article really goes into it rather deep, rather in depth in how many gun murders and each state and that sort of thing. It's well worth a read. This is one of the best Daily Caller articles I've seen in a long time, and shows again how hard the left has to try to get guns. And they fail every time when they try to put something like this out.
Well, again, they're trying to change the culture via laws and advertising and lawfare, because the culture is very pro-gun, pro-freedom, and they're using those tactics that we discussed earlier to just incrementally make buying this particular gun is illegal, buying that particular gun is illegal, carrying your gun in this particular circumstance is illegal. And they're going step by step by step to change the culture, and there are now people who had never before thought about whether guns were good, bad, or indifferent, because they probably, if you had asked, would have said, oh yeah, it's fine, who cares? But now they've been propagandized so long that they now would say, oh no, nobody needs guns. Nobody needs guns. Only the police should have guns. And these are the same people who will protest about the police killing innocent people and all of those things, but that's okay. You don't look for logic in a leftist.
It's actually, they're giving us a real good example of how we need to not work it. And I'm talking financially. It is incredible how much money Michael Bloomberg, has wasted nationwide trying to fight against gun laws. Did you see the latest polling shows? Okay, you're talking about the most liberal by percentage group in America, at least voting-wise, which would be African Americans. Over 2-to-1, by an over 2-to-1 margin, they favor concealed carry. I mean, they're losing in fact, by the way, this is an outstanding issue for us, one of several to reach into communities like that in 2016. But it also gives us a good example of what not to do. Guys, sometimes there's an issue where, for whatever reason, you have not won the public and you are just burning your money when you need to apply your money more wisely. And they have helped us dramatically by burning millions on this. They did it in Colorado, and I mean they burned millions.
I support Mayor Bloomberg in his continued efforts at spending an awful lot of money on an effort that goes nowhere.
I know. It's
because
really,
that's money that isn't effective against us.
It's like putting out millions of dollars on pro-ISIS videos or something. I mean, it's just Go ahead, spend away.
We need to make sure that people understand. Suzanne Erdley, the one who wrote the Rolling Stone article, Rolling Stone, the one who published the article, and always
And
name check them like that.
until
Like
everyone involved is fired, it needs to stay that way.